Ready to sink your teeth into some fanged fun? Check out the 7 best vampire anime streaming now on Netflix. At number 7, we have Baban Ban Vampire 2025. Baro Kawasaki's explicit vampire drama series Baban Ban Vampire, a 450-year-old vampire, targets a 15-year-old boy's virgin blood. The catch? He must wait until the boy turns 18, which means 3 more years. In these 3 years, he must not let the boy take any drastic step that costs him the ultimate taste. As fate would have it, the boy falls for a girl in his class, compromising the vampire's objective. As he begins his Operation Virginity Loss Prevention, we get an unlikely comedy vampire anime that thoroughly entertains, especially in R-rated ways. At number 6, we have Bastard Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy. Based on Kazushi Hagiwara's manga series, the dark fantasy anime is directed by Takaharu Ozaki. The series tells the story of the kingdom of Metallicana that is struggling to defend itself against the dark forces of the 4 divine kings, once generals of the ruthless magician Dark Schneider, who was imprisoned within a newborn 15 years ago. The 4 divine kings want to resurrect Anthrasax, the god of destruction. This requires breaking 4 seals, one of which is in Metallicana. Yoko Noto, the daughter of Metallicana's Grand Priest, releases Dark Schneider from her adopted brother's body as a last resort. However, there's no telling whether Schneider's past intent still lives in him, and if he will help defend the kingdom against his old allies. There is an episode where we meet a powerful vampire named Daimon, a count. At number 5, we have Castlevania Nocturne. Castlevania Nocturne takes place approximately 300 years after the events of Castlevania and is set in the late 18th century during the well-known French Revolution. When the godlike vampire Messiah rises to power and gains unthinkable influence, the future starts looking very bleak. In order to fight against his dangerous ascension to authority, a young vampire hunter named Richter Belmont teams up with his adoptive sister, Maria Renard. But will they be able to stop the Messiah, who appears to have just too much power? At number 4, we have Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure revolves around the misadventures of the Joestar family, who have been gifted with unique powers and are destined to fight dangerous foes. Different parts of the show focus on different members of the eccentric family. While Jojo's Bizarre Adventure primarily does not focus on vampires, the anime does feature a number of powerful vampire characters in almost all its seasons. Interestingly, they even play a major antagonist role in the first few seasons. In the following season, the story also revolves a lot around the Battle Tendency, which is an ancient vampire group. At number 3, we have Vampire in the Garden, 2022. Wit Studios' Vampire in the Garden takes viewers to an alternate world where the conflict between humans and vampires has led to countless deaths and destruction. When the former is pushed to the brink of extinction, desperation only causes bloodshed to reach a new high. In the chaotic drama, a young soldier named Momo witnesses the vampire queen Fine protecting one of her friends from a vampire. This makes her curious to the point that she follows Fine, and the two end up learning that they share similar values. Both of them hope to find a place where humans and vampires can coexist peacefully without further bloodshed. This goal inspires them to work together and go on a long journey looking for the elusive land that fulfills their aspirations. At number 2, we have Sirius the Jagger, 2018. When some vampires manage to flee to Japan after leaving China, they are secretly followed by Jaegers, a group of vampire hunters. In their team is a young, serious man named Yuli, whose village has suffered immensely because of the vampires. Interestingly, his noble family is bestowed by God with the Ark of Sirius, a powerful holy relic that has the potential to exert power over all things. It has since been a reason for constant conflict, and the present time is no different. As the hunt begins, the vampire and Yuli, with the constant support of Jaegers, engage in a relentless battle for the Ark of Sirius. With the future of the world at stake, their battle could shape the world in unthinkable ways. At number 1, we have Castlevania 2017 to 2021. As far as vampire shows are concerned, very few series could potentially touch the popularity of Castlevania, Based on the eponymous Japanese video game, the show recounts a story of pain and revenge. The vampire Vlad, Dracula Tepes, is going through a life-changing experience after meeting his wonderful wife and has dramatically become a completely different person than he used to be. It appears that his story is going to have a sweet and happy ending until his life turns upside down one day. His wife is brutally murdered after being accused of witchcraft. That's all for today. We will see you next time.